Mr. Cottrell here with 29 Palms Science. In this video, we're going to learn about protein synthesis. Proteins have a bunch of roles in living organisms. They transport things like hemoglobin transporting oxygen. They're structural, like hair, fingernails, and fish scales. Some proteins are makers. These makers are called enzymes, and they have special shape and work like tools to make chemical reactions happen to form stuff the body needs. And then there are the proteins called antibodies, and they protect our body from viruses and bacteria. Proteins, they're made from long chains of amino acids. So we need to know there's 20 different kinds of amino acids, and they have to be put in the correct order, and they have to be connected together. There's two steps to protein synthesis. One is transcription, and the other is translation. And you can remember their order by the two letters and the alphabet. There's three types of RNA: messenger RNA, ribosomal RNA, and transfer RNA. These are made in the nucleus, and they're made of nucleotides. The DNA instructions for proteins are in the nucleus. They have a double strand, and they don't leave the nucleus. So the question is, how does the information get to where the proteins are made? The first part of this is transcription. mRNA is made from a DNA template. It is transcribed, and that is the message or the information or the gene which is used to make the protein. Messenger RNA is a long single strand, and from the envelope here you can see it's delivered to the ribosome. It gets to the ribosome where it is used. Messenger RNA can leave the nucleus, so it's there to help. And so we see here the mRNA bringing the message to the ribosome. The ribosome is where the parts that make up proteins are made. In translation, long chains of amino acids are assembled, and these are the parts that make up proteins. During translation, amino acid chains are made or connected in the correct order. In translation, mRNA, RNA, and tRNA work together. It takes all three. Transfer RNA. Each type of tRNA brings a different kind of amino acid to the ribosome. So we can see these green T-shaped things and the circle on top. Those are the amino acids, and there's 20 different kinds of amino acids that are connected in the chains making up proteins. Let's see. So at the ribosome, the tRNA has bases and the mRNA has bases, and these will pair. These are called complementary pair, and they pair three at a time. The way they pair is A pairs with U's and C pairs with G's. We've seen this in previous videos. As bases on the mRNA and tRNA are correctly paired, the ribosome connects the amino acids together. We can see that up top above the ribosome. The tRNA brings amino acids to the ribosome, and a long chain of amino acids is assembled. And we can see that there's a peptide bond between them. And so let's summarize protein synthesis. It's two steps and three types of RNA involved. So over on the left, we have transcription. In orange, we have a double-stranded DNA making a single-stranded RNA. The DNA is used as a template. And then that single mRNA strand goes to the ribosome. And at the ribosome, transfer